What's going on, everyone? My name is Miles Martinez. I'm a 24-year-old baseball player from Columbus, Ohio. I'm currently in the process right now of packing up all of my stuff. 48 hours, I will be in Stuttgart, Germany, where I'll be playing for the Stuttgart Reds. It's a team in the top division of the Bundesliga, which is one of the most competitive leagues in Europe. Getting all my stuff together right now and trying to figure out what I want to take and what I want to leave back. The priority right now is bringing a lot of baseball stuff because baseball really isn't very popular in Europe, or especially in Germany. And the resources there are pretty limited or scarce in terms of baseball equipment. So kind of going through the whole process right now of getting everything that I need and put away. I've done a lot of digging on YouTube and just through Instagram and stuff, and I haven't really been able to find anything on Americans playing European baseball and just European baseball in general. So it is a growing demographic or sport over there, I guess. And I think it'd be really cool to just kind of document all of that baseball or European baseball in the lens of an American. So really excited to go over there and keep competing, keep playing, and this is a cool opportunity to help also share knowledge of mine that I've been able to gain the past few years of playing collegiate baseball. And yeah. So before I go any further, I'll give some background information on myself. I went to Ohio Dominican University, which is a small Division II school here in Columbus. I was there from 2019 to 2023. 2020 was the COVID year, which was my freshman year, so I was granted an extra year eligibility, which got me into my 5th year of college baseball down at Dallas Baptist University in Dallas, Texas. I've had quite the career. I went from being one of the best pitchers in the country at Ohio Dominican to being one of the most inconsistent pitchers on staff at DBU. So I knew once my college career was over, I wanted to continue to play in some capacity to try to figure it out a little bit still and just ultimately compete and have fun. So after DBU, I went to go play indie ball in Colorado Springs for a couple of weeks where I really didn't feel like myself. It just felt off, and I got released after 2 weeks anyway. So I was back home and got the chance to figure out kind of what I wanted to do next. While I was looking for more indie ball opportunities, I came across Baseball Jobs Overseas, which is basically a LinkedIn or a PBR for guys who want to get connected with coaches or leagues that are involved with international baseball. After being in contact with a few teams, I ultimately decided to put the baseball down for a few months, just to give myself a little bit of a mental reset and allow myself to prepare for the upcoming spring. So while waiting for the spring, I got a chance to go work at TCU under Zach Dakin and alongside some great interns. So I really developed a passion for coaching and got a chance to kind of just reset and get stronger, get faster, and ultimately prepare for the upcoming spring and my first professional season overseas. So it's been a really crazy process, but I'm really excited to go over there and play, and also to just get a chance to coach those guys as well. I mean, a lot of guys that we have on the team are future national team players, so guys we'll see in the Olympics and the World Baseball Classic here in the upcoming years. I'm also doing it with one of my best friends from DBU, Ethan Mann, so it's a really cool opportunity to go over there and play baseball, but also to experience a whole other culture and just get a chance to do something that you never really thought was possible.
Zuzugreifen. Lufthansa und die Star Alliance Partner wünschen Ihnen einen schönen.
So I arrived in Frankfurt. It was a long trip. Didn't really sleep a whole lot. Slept about 20 minutes. So it's currently like 3 a.m. in the United States. So I'm going to be very, very tired here this upcoming day. I'm so tired, man. I can barely even speak into this camera. Here's the airport. Getting my bags right now. I'm gonna head off. Yeah, man, I'm tired as hell. I'm tired as hell. So we're gonna see how this goes.
Por andar rebotando de lugar en lugar,
I don't know. Moment, weiß wer gerade in Gating ist? So ein Lelle, keine Ahnung. Fastball durch die Mitte. Das heißt, ihr müsst euch jetzt denken, da kommt ein Fastball durch die Mitte und den hauen wir weg. Okay? Weiter geht's. 1. Oh, gotcha. All day long here on the ball. It's the same for me when it comes to then I know I'm not coming here. He's going left. Yeah.
Oh, the church. Oh, yeah. Ready? Just tell us what we're doing.
We're out here in freaking Mulhausen at the train station. We got 12-year-olds smoking cigarettes. We got a boy here with a body pillow.
Yeah.
And our groceries. And Miles did a heck of a job checking out for the first time.
So it's day 2 here in Stuttgart. I am right in front of my apartment, and then they said the stadium was pretty close to the apartment, and the stadium is actually right here. So I have the stadium, my apartment, and then this building behind me is the YMCA or weight room. So yeah, I compare kind of this whole area because there's a softball field, there's tennis courts, there's a basketball gym, kind of like to a YMCA or a health club, where it's overseen or run by a TV corporation, and then the TV corporation basically funds all of the sporting teams that are here. So all the way from ages 5 and 6 all the way up to our professional team. Here's the view of my apartment. So here's my patio view. And then over here we have some neighborhoods, the city, and then over towards this way we have, there's the soccer stadium all the way down there. So as we go inside, we have the living room here, and then our kitchen is in here. We just stocked up on some food. I got a bunch of ground beef and a big old fat piece of steak. So that'll be for lunch. Here's our bathroom right here. And then here is my room. So I can't speak for all German teams, but at least our organization has been really cool to be with because they treat us very well, and everyone here is very friendly. So it's been a really cool experience past 24 hours being here. Everyone's very welcoming and excited for the season. So definitely a lot of culture shock, which is to be expected. But at the grocery store today we went, and everything's in German, right? And you can't read the aisle ways, so it's really hard to navigate through and try to find what you're looking for. So trying to find like the very basic stuff, right? Like ground beef, I know what ground beef looks like. Rice, chicken, whatever it may be. But in terms of like going to buy like other things, it's pretty hard to navigate. And then on top of that too, like, taking the train is or the bus is common, right? In the United States, it's not very common for public transportation. So having to know how to get around has been pretty fun. I try to limit what I talk about in terms of culture shock to a minimum, because I think as an American or as someone just coming from a different country to another culture, it's probably good to experience them on your own and kind of like have that moment of like, wow, things are different. So I won't spoil all the fun, but definitely there's a lot of things, especially like in public, in terms of how people operate, how people walk around, that are a lot different than Americans. So that's why I'm kind of avoiding filming things out in public. So I don't want to walk around like, oh, hey guys, what's going on, in public. But I mean, everyone here is very friendly and has obviously welcomed me. So it's been a good experience so far, and definitely excited for the baseball part. So cooking my first meal of the day. It's ground beef and rice. So I didn't get a chance to eat breakfast this morning because I had to do some paperwork. So I have my ground beef going and then my rice in the background. So at the grocery store, everything actually is pretty cheap in comparison to back home. I think I got 1 kilo of ground beef for like $7, which is about a little over 2 pounds in terms of back home. I know that ground beef is like, $7 or $8 just for 1 pound. Obviously depends on the quality of meat you get and the blend of fat versus lean, but still pretty good option. So it's day 5, going on day 6 here in Stuttgart. I'm currently just doing some work on my iPad, getting stuff ready for practice for the upcoming week. I'm also the pitching coach / director of player development, so I'm in charge of making sure all the guys have a plan and just having conversations throughout the week of what we can do to get better in terms of practice and off the field as well. Definitely gonna stay busy with that and helping guys out, but I'm really excited to do that because it's what I really want to do. And it's gonna be a cool experience to just get to work with guys and see how they grow from now all the way until September. We had scrimmages the past 2 days against the Austrian national team. Jimmy Jensen, who's also the owner of Baseball Jobs Overseas, brought some guys from Austria to come play us. So that was a pretty cool experience to play against some of those guys for 3 games. And I got to pitch. I pitched 3 innings. Did okay. I didn't do fantastic, but it was also my first time pitching in 9 months in games. So I did all right. I held my own, just getting back into the groove of things. So one thing I didn't know until I got over here was that everything is closed on Sunday. So making sure you have enough food and water, especially on Sunday, to make you through the day is really important, because if not, you can't go and get it anywhere. Another thing is the outlets. The outlets are all different here, so making sure you have enough adapters for your phone chargers, all your plug-in things that you use throughout the day, unless you want to buy them all new here. Some people do that, but it can also get pretty expensive. So that concludes my week 1 recap. So really excited for the next coming weeks and seeing how we progress here before the season.